what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Avatar The Way of Water Neytiri 6 scale figure. Now I got this from Sideshow Collectibles and that's why I had it on pre-order. You know, this just arrived. Now I did get to see this in the theaters like 2 different times because I saw like the IMAX version of it and I also saw it like in Dolby Digital too as well. But yeah, I already did the Jake Sully 6 scale figure right here, as you can see. Like the box, they both have these like large like boxes right here, as you can see. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about having this particular piece, and I'm gonna get into it right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the Neytiri 6 scale figure from Hot Toys, and there's like an image of her on the box right there. Beautiful image too. I think it's awesome. And it does say Avatar The Way of Water and does have her name down here too as well. Neytiri. It's very similar to the Jake Sully box. Of course it does have Avatar up there too on the side and so on. That's how it looks in the back. You can select images of like a Pandora, you know, the planet that the Navi people live on. Then of course, you know, you can just slide this on off. So let's see if I can. And this is a massive box. It's just like the Jake Sully box. So as you can see, there's Neytiri inside the box, like with all her accessories and so on. And of course, there's like more images of like Pandora right there, especially like the underwater part of it. And it does have her name right there too. Neytiri. So yeah, I'm going to open this on up. And as you can see, Neytiri has 2 trays. Like here's the one like with the figure on the inside. Then she has like a tray which has like her accessories and her stand. Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot to mention that this is like the deluxe version of Neytiri that I had too. Yeah, that comes with like the Diorama stand. And as usual, here's the instruction manual that comes with the Neytiri figure from Hot Toys. So I'll be sure to get a good look at this. First thing I want to talk about is the display stand that comes with Neytiri. And I only have this because I have the deluxe version of this particular figure. So this is like the stand, like, you know, depicting like, you know, I guess you could say like the fauna or the wildlife of Pandora. I must admit, this is beautiful. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, I guess because this particular piece right here, it looks like it's larger than Jake's stand. I think they're probably about the same like in width, but because she has like these particular like plants on hers, like these, it makes it like larger. And you know, you have like a USB, well, USB-C slot right there for plugging in, because you know this lights up. This is right there. Then you also have like the on and off switch right there too. But yeah, wow, this is this really does look amazing. This is beautiful. I think it is the cooler of the two too, from my opinion. It looks more cooler than the Jake one. And of course you have like these 2 pieces right here that you can pull out, and you can slot them on, put like the dynamic type pole, where the pole into it, basically the pole that holds them, because this is it right here. Like this translucent like pole. This is how it looks. Then of course you get the waist grabber, and I'm glad they gave us this kind for these particular figures too. So you know, you just slide this on in, and I might have to tighten it up. Then you know, you just plug it in onto whichever slot that you want to choose. I know I can put it in the back, because you just pull this pelper out right here. Then you can set the hole right there, because you know there will also be one up here in the front too as well. So you have like 2 slots. You can put the pole either here, or you can put it up here. So I might try it in the back. Because of course, you know, you just take it, then you just plug it on in like this. So let's see if I can do it. And yep, it does go right on in, as you can see. I think I'm about to tighten this on though, because it's kind of loose. But now what I want to do is show like the LED light feature of the diorama stands. So as you see, you would need the USB-C Type-C cord to plug into this. Then of course, you know, you would plug it on in to like your power socket. So let me see. Then of course, you know, you would take this other end right here. Then you know that's how it looks. You would plug it into like the socket. And as you can see, there it is right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and cut the live so I can show it more better than this. Here you can see how beautiful this really is, and you only can get this with the deluxe version of Neytiri, just like with Jake. And not only can you just leave it sit like that, because if you look at the switch, it has this mode where you can have them even like flashing light. So I'm gonna see if it does it. You can see how that they actually like flashing some, like they blink. I think that is so awesome. That really is cool. That thing, this is like one of the coolest diorama stands I have ever seen. Like, especially if you have this with like the Jake Sully stand, like his too. This would really go good together. So yeah, I'm just showing it like in the dark, how you can see how good it looks. And I do believe hers is the coolest of the diorama stand. Now for Neytiri herself. So we're gonna put her on that. Oh, she's massive too. Yeah, she's just like Jake. Okay. I wonder if she could stand too. Kind of curious. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, here she is. She's so huge. She's going up the camera on me. Oh. Okay. Okay, there's the Neytiri figure from Hot Toys. And she does stand, as you can see. So I'm gonna just measure her right quick. She looks stunning too. I think she's awesome looking. Well, she's real tall too. So she's like just at 17 inches. It looks like it's not quite 17, not breaking it, but like right there at it. So what I do now is talk about like the likeness to how she is on the film, you know, and articulation of her too. Yeah, I think this is awesome. It looks stunning. And she would go so good with like Jake. Yeah, because it looks like the body, I don't know, it looks like it has like a little silicone in it, but it is like plastic. You know, I think that's why I've been hearing some rants about that, how they didn't want her to be like plastic, when they're claiming that these plastic. But let me see. Here's like a better look up close of the likeness to Neytiri. I think they did a pretty good job on this. Now her hair is all made of like this soft like plastic. It's like the earpiece in her ear, because Jake even has that too. But yeah, this hair is made of like a soft like a plastic, like her braided hair. And she also has like this rooted hair right here too as well, because Jake also has this too, like this rooted hair. Now this is like realistic right here, but this right here is all like plastic. You don't think, Jake. So yeah, this is how she looks like up close. So I think the likeness is pretty cool. And this right here is like a plastic too. It's made of like a soft plastic. Now this is also like a cloth like fabric material. And it has like these beads and stuff hanging around. I guess this is all the stuff that the Navy people have. I like how her feet look too. I noticed they kind of stand out from how Jake's feet are. She has like these big toes right here, like Neytiri, as you can see, like on either end, like her toes. I think that's kind of interesting. and more like navy like type stuff around her body and stuff. There's like a holster here for like her knife. And I think stuff like this can be removed if you like take off her hand. So yeah. Now the Neytiri's arms can go up to about. I like that you can get them up like this, because like a lot of figures you can't get their arm up like this. So I think that's pretty cool. Even like back like that, I think that's kind of awesome. I noticed like this one's kind of tight right there, so I'm kind of scared to bother it. But I noticed this one comes out like that, so you can't get her arm out like that. And she does have a bend in the arm. Let me see. Yeah, it's not a double bend though, but you can like bend her arm like that. Of course, the hands can turn 360 degrees. She can split. And she does have a bend in the leg, but it's not a double bend. It's just like one bend. I'm hearing because the figure is so large, that's why they did it like that, because it's so large. But I do notice her leg does bend. I know Jackson's kind of hard to bend. Of course, the feet can turn. They can kind of pivot, but not too much. But you can't like turn them like, as you can see. They can go up and down too, somewhat. Her head can turn left, right. Of course, you can't really look back because of the way her hair is, but you can like turn them like a left, right, and she can look down. I know she can really look down too, because her neck right here is like made like this silicone type material. You know, it's not really plastic. Okay. And again, she does she does stand. She's a massive figure though. Alright. I want to move on through the accessories that come within the Neytiri figure. Up next, I want to talk about, well, she has like some pegs. Like you get 2 pegs that Hot Toys usually provides us with. But she gets a set of like 4 alternate hands, but 6 if you count the 2 that are on her. She has like these kind of hands right here, and I think these are for her bow, probably for holding the arrows, so you can see how the fingers are. Then she also has like these 2 hands right here, like a left and right. It's like a gripping hand, probably for holding like the knife or the bow. I think they call it the dagger. Oh yeah. You also get the eye tool, which like I said before, I don't really use. I plan on using it though. You know, for like moving the eyes. But this one is like the next accessory that comes with Neytiri, and this is her dagger. As you can see, got that material right there. It looks like feathers or a leaf. It's like a soft plastic, but this here is like the dagger itself. Because Neytiri also has a holster right here where you can take it. I know Jake also had this too. But you can see right there, there's like a holster for holstering her knife or dagger. You can say you can just slide it on in. So yeah, it goes in pretty good. And the last of the accessories that come with Neytiri are her bow. As you can see, I won't be surprised this can break on us if we're not careful. But everything else is made of like a soft, like plastic, looks like it. As you can see, it has all that navy type stuff on it. Okay. Then she gets like 2 arrows too as well. Like here's her arrows. And they're both the same too, as you can see. Another thing I wanted to mention with Neytiri too, I almost forgot this with Jake. There is a wire in her tail too. So you know the navy have this tail. So yeah, you can't get it like in movements like that. It's flowing like it's blowing in the wind, or it's just moving. But there is a wire here. It's like it's articulated. The tail. And there's Neytiri holding the bow and arrow. I was trying to get it on the rope itself, like she's about to shoot it, but I just left it like that. Kind of the arrow falls out of her hands if you know it kind of slides out of her hand if you have it like positioned wrong. But I still think it's a cool like a pose. I probably display it like this sometimes, or you could just display it like with just the bow by herself. You know, I want to compare the Neytiri figure with the Jake Sully figure from Hot Toys based on Avatar, The Way of Water. So as you can see, of course, these two definitely go good together. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's like a little slightly taller than her, just barely, but they're about the same. But he is like taller though, just like barely. And one of the things about it, I have him like on their display stands, but if I took him off and just stood him, you probably could definitely see it, you know, how much taller he is than her. But still, I do think these are some awesome figures, and I still believe her stand is actually like the coolest of the two. And I do like they're about the same, like in width, but she has like these like more larger like plants of like Pandora on her stand. So you know, and hers I think even looks better when it's lit up too. Okay, that's the Hot Toys Avatar: The Way of Water Neytiri Deluxe 6-scale figure review. Because again, I have like the deluxe version of this particular figure, because there are two different versions. You got like a standard version, but if you got the deluxe version, you got this Pandora style theme base right here, which is like beautiful and easily one of the coolest display stands that I believe I have in my collection, or from just Hot Toys in general. Now I got some sideshow collectibles too as well. That's why I had on pre-order at. So yeah, I think this is an awesome figure. I think the articulation is kind of limited, and I believe some people will be against the idea that you can see like the hinge points, like you know where you bend like her arm and like her leg and so on. I think people will be kind of against that kind of stuff, you know. But I think this is still like an awesome piece, and it definitely goes good with the Jake Sully 6-scale figure. And I did get to see this in the theaters, like, well, The Way of Water, I saw this like 2 times in the theaters. I saw like an IMAX, and I even saw the Adobe digital version too, which I thought kind of stood out too as well. But yeah, I think this is an awesome piece. I would definitely recommend picking it on up. And these are like some large figures too, like these Avatar, like the Jake and the Neytiri figures. Because you know the Na'vi people are real huge anyway compared to like a normal human. They are real huge. But yeah, these are definitely like some massive figures. These are also even taller than like the Hot Toys Venom and Hot Toys Carnage figure. And them figures are massive. They are taller than those, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I definitely recommend these. So this is the Hot Toys Avatar: The Way of Water Neytiri Deluxe 6-scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.